So welcome everyone to the grand finals of the Duel Streamers Tournament. I'm happy to be able to cast this eventually, even though I'm here a little bit late. We already see that Easy2 as the player who is advancing from the winners bracket, and as far as I know, he haven't lost a map yet. He plays Solmir, and it's week 2. It's Tower. And he's, oh, I'm sorry. And his opponent just playing ads right now, so that's fine. His opponent Drusdon will be playing, I'm not sure yet. So I guess I started a little bit earlier because my kids are not asleep yet. But this is the reason why I haven't been here from the beginning. Slatičko, běž pingat, běž za maminkou, nech to. Běž za maminkou. That's fine. My daughter is curious. So, let's check out the situation. Easy2 is just shooting with his gremlins. He has found one box and probably one genie lamp, which is fine, I guess, at this point. He already has the middle of his biome. He built a watchtower, so that gave him a nice vision. He flagged a golem dwelling, which is a very good investment in the future. If he chooses to perform some kind of timing push in the 4th week, he will have a lot of golems available to buy. It would be actually a little bit better if he flagged that dwelling one day earlier. That would be week 1, but that's also fine, I guess. It was on the way. Maybe he just took it for the experience. That's also possible. So this Dwarven Treasury is a very good source of experience and gold. He will be able to take it, but with this low amount of gremlins, it will take him a lot of time, and he will bleed out a lot of timer. But I guess he has no other option but to do it. He's using his Master Genies very well, casting spells and also finishing the stacks of the dwarves. Also, I apologize for my English. I'm not used to speak often, but I guess it should be fine. So let's switch out to Drusdon, and his video quality is not the best. I will try to make it better. And he plays Cove and Eovacius, so both players have chosen the heroes and the factions. Well, I guess they didn't choose the factions, but both players have chosen the heroes that are the fastest possible, maybe in the whole game, because Solmir is excellent in rushing, and Eovacius also. Some players prefer Bidley, but I guess he was afraid of getting rushed, or maybe he was afraid that when Solmir takes over the middle, he won't be able to contest him soon enough. So it's second day of the 2nd week, and Drusdon have few birds, even upgraded the assets. This is very nice, and I guess he picked up Seaman box and had pirates in the gold mine. That's fine. He's not flagging any dwellings, I guess, maybe except the birds, but the main point is he's not flagging the Nyx dwelling, as I would say is a good choice, because going Nyxes against Solmir wouldn't be such a good choice. He would just get it chained down. I guess he's preparing for the faster game. So I haven't been able to check their skill trees, and let's switch out the Easy2 very fast. And by the way, I think for the first time we can also check him in the real life, or at least I haven't seen his camera yet. And he's just dancing almost, doing his beats. I wonder if he's playing or if this is someone else. Maybe he just pointed the camera to his roommate or brother and just making fun of us. But no, I guess not. So Easy2 is still having only 60 master gremlins, and his 110 gremlins are also shortened out to the 78. So this is not the best army at this point of the game. This is definitely not a good army, and right now he's losing a few master genies, only one. That's fine. He can buy from this lamp additional 4, and also he picked out stone golem box, which is not gonna help him that much at this point of the game, but it's gonna be excellent for the future. This Dwarven treasury will be a little bit harder, but I guess now the golems will be helpful. But he's bleeding additional gremlins. He has no other choice. If you look at the timer, he's good on the timer. He still have 2.5 minutes, but Drusdon has almost double the time left. Now, this was a good cast. He casted haste on the master gremlins, and he's playing really fast. I really like his play. I wouldn't be able to play half as fast as he is. So this is required if he wants to just shoot down slow units with not that high of a number of gremlins. Let's switch to the Drusdon, and he's just, oh, we can see his skill tree. Oh, he didn't get earth and nor air magic. This is pretty bad because it's third day of the second week, and he's on the left upright position, so his conflux is in the corner, and this is especially bad position because he has to spend the time to get to the conflux and then buy his first magic, and this is really bad. I think the skill tree not really, it will slow him down. I doubt he will be able to break in like 3 or 4 days even. Maybe if some miracle would happen, then maybe. But this is a very difficult position since he since the conflux is in the corner. So let's switch back, and yeah, Easy2 finished his Dwarven treasury. That's fine. He's building few economy buildings, I guess, marketplaces. He has a lot of gold, almost 20k gold. That's maybe quite well, not very helpful. If he played Fafner or Nila, he could quite easily build Nagas or something. Maybe he could at least buy a few giants that could help even Solmir. But I guess he hasn't the opportunity to do it yet. So Drusdon is going to the Naga Bank, which is no, the stream is a little bit freezing. I hope my connection will do just fine, but maybe I will switch him to the 720p. That will be better. I'm also not checking the chat, which is maybe a mistake, and I should, I guess, do it. Okay, if there is a problem with my stream, please let me know. I will try to check the chat in meanwhile, but unfortunately I don't have 2 screens, so I'm only watching the game and I don't see any chat. So this is not very good for casting, but I'm not a caster, and I just wanted to cast this tournament since I helped to organize it. And I help to get the sponsor for the tournament. And basic scouting is very good, but still, I guess, no earth or air magic. He has all the towns. He defeated the Naga Bank. Maybe next turn he will visit the library, and that is fine. And Easy2, he lost additional 43 gremlins. This is not very good. He got a lot of golems, so they can do something at least. But I guess for the break he will need a shooters or I cannot imagine with what units he is planning to break, because just breaking with golems, I guess I have seen a good break on fair dragons, since the fair dragons only cast spells, so you can break even with 100 stone golems quite easily, but he would have to get lucky to have such a break. So let's switch out to Drusdon. It's 1 to 5, and I guess still no air or earth magic. Drusdon army is fine, I guess, especially with the double clone. He's able to kill almost anything in his biome, but he would still very much like to get a bird box, or maybe even a nymph box would help him a lot if he could get at least 200, maybe 220 nymphs with double clones and upgrades to oceanids. He could do something. Like, I mean, he could break. So good quick combat use. What is this box? And it's seaman only. And again, no magician. And he's not going to the conflux. He's just saying he has to roll it. There's no other way. It's 1 to 5 and not a single good magic. I mean, water is fine, but for later, not right now. And this could really bite him in the back later. This will be dangerous for him. So magic elementals doing some work. I guess it's fine. Almost no losses. He has library. But what now? He's flying to... No. He's trying to take some resources, but he can't do it, because he needs 300 moving points to the TP. And also, obviously, he cannot choose the town to which TP into, and he's out of wood completely. So before he, so before he would be able to even think about Magic University, he first needs to get ore and wood, and I guess this is gonna be really hard for him. So it's interesting to see the two best players of this tournament doing not so well, because Easy2 it's 1 to 6, and player like him could be breaking in 1 to 6 playing Solmir. That wouldn't be such a surprise if he did break 1 to 6, or 1 to 7 is, I guess, standard break timing for Solmir. For players on such a high level. But if you check his army, he's nowhere close to breaking. He just picked additional gremlin box, which is fine, but that's not enough. 15 archmages. I'm not a fan of just only 15 archmages. It's too little, in my opinion. But there is nothing anybody can do about it. I mean, nothing Duel creator can do about it. This is just set up by Hota. So the Archmage's box are just too little, but it's fine. He hasn't been building basically anything except golems, but he has all the magic schools and scouting. So at least in that department, he's doing much better than Drusdon, who is really struggling, because what are his options right now? He just has to go to the conflux, or I don't know. He already cleared the part of the map around the tower castle, or the town. Oh my god, sorry. Around this place, and he just needs to move himself to another part of his biome, but he just cannot choose the town by town portal. And we can check out his camera. He's holding his head, and I can see why, because he took the risk and it didn't pay off. Usually playing Eovashius, you don't have to buy School of Magic, but definitely not always. He's not I don't know. He's not the best hero to get earth and air. He's maybe one of the best, but not the best, and sometimes this can happen. But he has basic earth right now, so that is at least something. So he needs to get advanced, but with so many level ups, it will take a lot of time, a lot of XP, just to level up to advanced, and then to get air magic. That's really bad, and it's 1 to 7. So let's check out Easy2, and he just left. He knows he's winning, so he can just leave this game, and he probably will wait until Drusdon GG out of misery. No, I'm not. I don't think he will do that. But Drusdon gets additional time for thinking. This can be nice, especially when the game is not going according to the plan. So you can just check the map and plan your next turns more carefully, especially when simultaneous turns would be still active. But I guess 1 to 7 is already passed, so Sim's turns are over. But what can Drusdon do? The Dread Knight break would be doable if he has, I don't know, 50 assets or 300 oceanites or something like that. Or if it was Bidley and he could get a pirate box and upgrade them to sea dogs, then that would be also an option, but it's not either. He doesn't have enough army, I guess. Or maybe he can do some miracle, I don't know. But I definitely don't think he can break right now. That would be insane. Or he has 100 seamen, so maybe double clone the seamen. If maybe this could beat the Dread Knights. But at what cost? I don't think there's a point of breaking right now if you don't even have air magic, because don't forget you get slowed down by the terrain. Even if you cast fly, it's not enough. If you don't have air magic, it's still 60%. It's still not worth it, and you cannot even DD twice per day, so he wouldn't be able to get to the town. No, I don't think it's the right time for break. He just needs to level up to advanced earth, buy out his army, then maybe. But he would definitely he could use Magic University, but there is no wood and no ore. So, well, okay, it's his turn right now. So he's DDing closer to his I would say main town in the center of his biome. That was quite alright. He still have half of the movement points. Didn't have to walk that far. And he has 220 oceanites, so if he gets the, additional army from his bunker, it will be fine, I guess. But the problem is still the magic, and I wonder what his plan is. Like if he wants to get the ore and wood, or just ignore it. Oh, no XP. He wanted advanced earth. He was there just to get to advanced earth so he can teleport to his bunker, but he got the best item he could get from the treasure chest. But at this point, so unfortunate, because even the best item is just so bad. So he has to finish his turn, not in the town, but in the biome, and we will see next day. So Easy2, he got another Magi box. This is also not the best. If he already got Arc Magi, he would definitely prefer an additional Arc Magi, but nothing he could do. Level 13 is fine, I guess. I'm sure he already picked up the library. His spell power is not the best. 11 spell power. You would like to have a little bit more at 131. So, oh, gargoyle box. I guess it's not what he hoped for. He was laughing a little bit on his webcam, so I guess that told the story. He used the meteor shower on steel golems. That was for fun, I guess. Or not. But it's not doing much. But he has the mana, so he can afford it. +5 damage, that's okay. He captured the last town in his biome, and right now he decides to... Yeah, that's fine. He decided to sleep in his conflux, and I guess he will follow the road to the break, even though he hasn't scouted it yet, but I guess he will hope it will be doable. So it's Drusdon's turn, and the struggle continues. 30 liches, but dwelling to sea serpents has a pretty high value, so this box won't be as good as if it was without the dwelling. He would definitely like to get bird box, but we'll see. Is he even getting enough experience for the liches? I hope he counted it precisely, so he gets his advanced earth. Oh, and it's basic air magic. Oh my god, this is so unfortunate. He had to skip it. Oh my god, it was scouting or air, the worst possible level up, because it hurt so much when he wanted to get the schools of magic, and he wasn't able to do it only right now. Oh my god, this is so bad. But he will manage. He will manage. He will trade all the resources for wood and ore. Okay, that's fine, and he will buy the earth, the air magic, but only after he get advanced earth. He has to get it first. Oh, he tried to teleport down to the bunker. Interesting choice, but it didn't work out, obviously. He's thinking of buying air right now, and he has done it. So, but with his luck, I'm very worried he gets the next level up for air magic instead of earth. We will see. So Easy2 is going to the break, and Minotaurs would be maybe okay. Oh, Archdevils definitely not okay. So Minotaurs would be okay if he has a little bit more spell power, I guess. Minotaurs has a low HP, only 50, but insane damage. So this is very dangerous break. Actually, definitely not the best break he would hope for. And Master Genie box is nice, but he still doesn't have the good number of Master Genies. It's only 19. And Chain is good, okay. I think this is one of the lowest possible number of Minos there could be, because it's already third week, and I've seen mostly 100 plus Minos, and this is not even 100. So he lost the gremlins, that's fine. Okay, so that was an okay break. He lost all the gremlins, but no additional losses. So that's a good break, but the timing of the break is very late. It's 132 break. This is if he plays Fafner and Nila and build Nagas, he would be maybe able to break on the same day or one day later, and he would have such a good setup for late game. But I think this game will get interesting no matter what, because both players are not doing good, and this means it's gonna be an equal game. And Drusdon left. So I'm checking the chat. Okay, Drusdon is back. Okay, that was quick. This will be a good Pandora box, maybe even too good. He would prefer birds, but this looks like sea witches. And he gets advanced earth. Oh, sword says, nice. So he got what he wanted. And yeah, he needs to upgrade Oceanids right here. His army will be pretty good, I guess. His army will be way better than the Solmir's army, I guess. But the Solmir has a very dangerous iron golems, because obviously you cannot kill the iron golems with spells, and this is the main strength of rushing with Solmir. But this army is good. He can break almost anywhere. I mean, if he doesn't run into archdevils or the cyclopes, I would rather skip the cyclopes. So he will decide to break a day later, I guess. He will try to get some XP. This was a good decision. 100 dwarfs, that's 2000 experience. And he will sleep in Stronghold and going for break next day. So that is fine, but it's gonna be 133 break. This is very late, especially for Eovasius. So we will see what will happen. And Easy2 is already disturbed by the sight of Drusdon not breaking yet. Maybe he's thinking Drusdon is building Nyxes and Sea Serpents and everything at once. He will be surprised though. He chooses to kill the Nyxes who are very vulnerable to spells, so good choice, and he will get plus 10 knowledge, which will help him a lot in every upcoming fight, because he needs to fight mostly by using spells. His army is really weak. Maybe plus 3 spell power even helps him a little bit. He will set binds for his arties, and he will dare to go to the green dragons, which seems fine. He could use meteor shower, and it's very fine. It's almost no losses. Very much worth it. And right now he could even get this box. So very good day for Easy2. Not going to the middle, not farming in the middle even, but just hopping in the side treasury and getting all the good things for him. Golems with spells, actually pretty good. No losses. Enough mana for TP home. And 10 cavaliers. Very good day for Easy2, I guess. Very good day. He might even choose to continue in the side zone, because it's castle. And remember, in the new P version of Duel, the castle, tower and stronghold side zones will be nerfed, but not in this version. So castle sides is very strong. You can get like 2 angel boxes, or 1 angel or 1 archangel. There are like 4 dwellings, I guess. You can build the town in a week comfortably. You can get stables and archangels. I would say not a bad choice. But as Solmir, on the other hand, why would he do that? As Solmir, he could just go to the middle, because middle is always a little bit better, especially since you can get more stats at the middle. And in the end, the stats are more important than the army. So Drusdon is getting water book. That will not do so much for him right now, but I guess prayer is fine. Sorry. This break looks quite easy for him. Only unicorns, not an upstack, and the numbers aren't so terrifying either. So this would be a pretty easy break for him, I guess. He will take the retile with the names. He doesn't use the double clone. That means he didn't even need the retile yet. but he will use the double clone now, and it's no losses basically. He gets expert air. This is exactly what he wanted. I guess there was no other choice if he has already leveled up to the expert earth. No, he haven't. He still has only advanced. So this was way better level up than it could be. And too bad he was missing like 100 moving points. If he didn't, he could just DD to the town and get inside. But as it was, he wouldn't be able to get inside, so he didn't even use it. And he opted to kill the behemoths and he will get a art book next day. So I guess not a bad day for him either, but it was about time. So Easy2 is not very rich on timer. He already has only has 1 minute, but I think it's fine because right now his stats are really nice. With 20 spell power, meteor shower and chain, I guess he's able to just cast down, I mean destroy with spells almost anything that is not immune to magic, obviously. Golden Goose will be nice. I guess it's always nice, but he's not building anything, so I'm not sure. The myth is Stronghold, obviously, so is he building Stronghold? He doesn't have any wood, but with Golden Goose he could even trade buy some wood for gold, but he skipped the Cyclops stockpile, so I guess he's not interested in that. So this is his day. He's on the way to the middle, and I guess he will try to reach the middle the next day. And he built a fort in the castle town, which is a good choice because he has to spend the resources somewhere, and this will really give him a lot. Stables, when your opponent doesn't have stables, or well, I was trying to say when the opponent doesn't know, but Drusdon could anticipate that there could be stables in play, but not sure. It will give him a nice advantage with stables. So he's not using the water book. This is the part where he could use the water book to prayer and to reach the Cyclopes, but he didn't do it. So he lost the sources. I guess that's fine. I think it's better for him to lose the sources than lose the oceanids. Actually, the oceanids are way more important for him. Logistics, very good level up, and Sword of Judgment, and 2 additional excellent artifacts. So that was really good for him. And unlike Easy2, he's not skipping the economy buildings. He also has cornucopian just below. But is he building something? Can he use the resources, or is it just for the show? So he's going to replenish his mana, switch to SOJ, that's fine. Switch to water book, as he should have done 1 round ago, but it's okay. Oh, look at this. Easy2 could get cornucopian, so he would have such a nice economy setup. Imagine if he played any other hero and built Nagas, and at this point, at 3rd week, he could get both the most important artifacts when you're building, and that's Goose and cornucopian. He would get Titans so easily. He would get just double build Giants without any effort on the 3rd week, and then he would be able to upgrade Titans. That would be such a game for him. But those are only ifs. So he's advancing forward and he's skipping everything that would slow him down, and that's a bad level up. Tactics and fire magic, that's really bad. I don't think fire magic does anything for him. Maybe maybe he will try for expert berserk. That could be like the Hail Mary play. If he plans to attack early, there's a high chance that his opponent won't be using anti-berserk, as most people are not using it so early in the game. So expert berserk has some potential, but I'm not sure. Maybe the tactics would be a safer choice, because if you lose speed initiative, you can just place your army in a way that you're not getting so hurt by chain. But why would his opponent cast chain if he Solmir has also chain? Maybe his opponent, if he gets speed initiative, he would rather protect, but he just picked fire magic, that's fine. And there's an air book and Blade of Dying Light. This is very good for Drusdon. This is actually even better than Titan's Cuirass, I would say, because the thing he's most afraid of is obviously Solmir spell power, Solmir casting. Blade of Dying Light, excellent artifact for him, and there was additional piece for the elixir, and there is the vial. He could get elixir right now, and this is also excellent for Drusdon, because elixir is just giving him obviously plus 25% to health, but you can think of it as minus 25% of enemy attack and spell power. So you lower the spell power by 30% by Blade of Dying Light, and you lower it by additional 25 by elixir. And this is something that Easy2 wouldn't be able to read just from the stats. So that's why those kind of things could send misinformation to the Easy2. Imagine if Easy2 just attacks right now and gets nerfed, his spell power gets nerfed by half, maybe? Well, something like that. So, also elixir helps him in Utopia, so he's going to the Utopia, and there is a Lion Shield, air book, so things are looking good for Drusdon right now. But what is the plan of Easy2? He's skipping even the boxes. There was Pandora box guarded by devils, looks pretty nice. There is air orb, he skipped air orb, I'm not sure if he already has it. And Titan's Cuirass, will he skip it? Is he just trying to attack? He maybe sensed the blood in the water, and yeah, he's trying to attack right now, but he didn't split his army very well. I mean, he didn't split it at all. And oh, did you actually see it? Both unicorns resisted the meteor shower, just 20%, and worked for both of them. So he needs to spend some mana. Hopefully he's not regretting it. But if he can attack right now, the Drusdon don't have air book. He left it right there, and plus two spell power on the way. And he's right there. He could dismiss the Archmage, but the Archmage will lower the cost of his spells, so it's actually better to keep it. But what he didn't expect is maybe that his opponent has a speed initiative, because he had the +1 speed artifact that he obviously didn't want at all, because he wanted the treasure chest to give him an experience. Easy to almost destroy his webcam. And there is Mass Prayer. So this is interesting. Actually, Drusdon has one more spell power, but doesn't have casting. I mean, he has Meteor Shower, but how does he deal with summons? But I'm not sure. Does Easy2 have summons even? I'm not sure if he found Airbook. I guess he didn't. Because if he doesn't have summons, he doesn't have summons. He could lose this. He will lose this. Is he losing it? Double clone on the names, and this will kill a lot of golems, and he doesn't have summons. There is elixir in the play. The nymphs have a lot of HP with elixir, more than double. So I guess, is Drusdon winning it after all? This is insane. I guess Drusdon is winning it. The game where he couldn't get earth and air magic, where he broke at 1-3-3 playing Eovashius with no build, and he will still defend against the Soul Mirror Rush. That is insane. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So the birds are slowly dying. The birds are not doing very much. But obviously the double clone will get casted to nymphs. But the master genies will get their turn first, so Easy2. But if Easy2 will kill the nymphs, then Drusdon can easily cast double clone on the seamen. Those are maybe, well, not stronger, but I guess the same strength. And he has 14 attack against 14 defense. Neither of the players has offense or armorers, so it's just the damage. It's just the base damage, so it's like 3 damage per seaman. It's like 400, I guess, times 3. That's a lot of damage. He can maybe, let's see. The battle is going pretty fast, which is good. We are not waiting like 3 minutes for one player to have his turn. And what is he going to do? Maybe he wants to chain the seaman. No, he moved the master genies, but right now he gave him the opportunity to double clone the oceanids. And if Drusdon is not choosing the opportunity, if Drusdon wants to rather double clone his seamen, those seamen obviously won't have prayer on them, but seamen still have +1 speed over the golems. And don't forget, he has the artifact, so he can double clone whatever he wants, and he will get his turn with all the units. So he just needs to calculate the damage and double clone the unit that has the most damage, which would be the oceanids. Maybe it's 1 to 3, so it's almost 2 damage per nymph. Obviously golem has a little bit more defense than oceanid has attack, so it's not 500, but 400 is fine. Times 4, 1200. That's almost 40 golems. But there will be still 80 left. No. He can do it. Drusdon will. Oh! He chained the oceanids and almost killed. Oh, so that wasn't so effective as I thought it would be. Well, there are 83 golems left. Oh, so no, Easy2 is winning easily. I miscalculated so badly. I actually gave Drusdon too much of a chance, but looks like the chain is just too strong. If he just wasn't so greedy, I mean Drusdon, and if he picked the air book before he went to Utopia, he would start the battle. he could protect from air, and with no summons from Easy2, I think he would win. Maybe he just didn't want to attack the fair dragons, but GG is called, and Easy2 is winning the first map. Very interesting game. I like that kind of games where both players, even though they are very good, one of the best players, are struggling with the basic things like getting magic or getting early break. Because when you watch a good player and he's just doing everything better than you and everything just comes down to him so perfectly, it seems maybe a little bit demotivating. But if you see even the best players have trouble sometimes, it will give you hope, at least. So Drusdon is checking the save and Easy2 left. I guess I'm going to have a quick pause too, and hopefully they will start another game soon enough. We'll check the chat. So Drusdon just tried to load the game and tried if he could take the airbook, which obviously he could. And I guess from his webcam, we can tell that he knows he could win this. If he just took the airbook and didn't skip it, he would win the battle, I think. But it was a hard game for both of them, and I think interesting one. So Drusdon is in the lobby and Easy2 is not, so I'm having a quick break too. So I'm back and I see the game is already online. And I wasn't even away that long. But Easy2 is playing Drusdon, which in this version is, I guess, the strongest hero. Maybe along with a hard lich. So I guess he paid a lot of gold for this. And Drusdon is playing Stronghold and Krelion. Stronghold is like maybe in the mid. Krelion could be very good choice against casters like a Drusdon. And look, it's interesting that usually the player with the better faction gets the worst color, and in this matter, in this situation, Drusdon is playing the worst town and even the worst color. He has chosen to go blue, and this could get maybe a little bit dangerous if he gets rushed. But I guess he's confident that when he has interference, that either he will be able to hold the rush, or Easy2 will change his plans and, for example, just build the mid-town or something like that. So Easy2 had spirits, upgraded pixies in his gold mine, which is actually the best possible option when he's so down on gold. So, oh my god, this is like so. I don't want to say lucky, but a little bit lucky, yeah, because I guess he paid a lot of gold for this. Because even now he has only 1,700. So imagine if there were like air elementals, he would have to skip them. But since spirits are so cheap, you can get them even for 1,500. He could afford to get them and still be okay. So excellent start for Easy2. Left the bunker in 4th day and got even quite far with full mana. Oh my god, he has 9 knowledge on the 5th day. This is insane. He will kill this, I don't know how this building is called, but it will give him vision, which is excellent, because right now he sees his main town. He even level up to logistics. So this looks so far like a perfect game for Easy2. I'm curious to see when he's able to break, because this is really excellent beginning. So he will get to his main town in the 5th day, which is very early. He didn't even skip the corner town. Excellent start. Let's switch out to Drusdon. Excuse me. And Drusdon is like 1 day later. 1 day late. He, I guess, left the bunker on the 5th day. This is quite late. But he has 200 goblins. Oh my god, this is insane. So he already got a box of goblins. That's very nice for him. Looking like a power stack right now. He got a little bit RTs, little RT on the way. Not very good. These master gremlins will shoot a few goblins down, but that's okay. And is he able to get into the town? And yes. So everything's saved. Everything is saved, and if he's able to get into his main town on the 6th day, he will be able to replenish mana and build rocks on the week 1. So this is the most important thing, because there's nothing worse than leaving bunker too late, stopping for Pandora box and not reaching your main town in the center of your biome on the 6th day, because then you have to choose whether you replenish mana or build rocks. And usually you replenish mana, so you have less rocks, and this is not what you want, obviously. And Easy2 even level up to air magic, which he has chosen to skip maybe he plans to build the magic university anyway, because he needs the university for upgrading his pixies to spirits. So I guess it makes sense to skip it for now. And looks like Easy2 crashed his heroes or stream or something. We'll see if Drusdon interprets it as GG or not. No, he's just checking chat or something. Okay, he's back in the game. So he didn't crash it. It was just a stream issue. With expert slow, this is very doable. I don't think he could do it on any other hero on week 1. Well, with this amount of air elementals, if he had blessed, then I guess yeah, Monere could do it also. But this will be much cleaner and easier. But it will take some time. It will actually take a lot of time to kill all the slowed cows. But he can help himself with magic arrow, which is quite a useful spell for him. He already has expert earth, obviously, and 5 spell power, so it's doing some damage. He misclicked, and he acts like it's the worst thing in the world, but it's not. He can just play it out. But he wasted a lot of timer right now. And another mistake. No, it's not. It looks like I don't know. Maybe he's just making fun or something. And he again has chosen to skip the air magic. Let's leave him for the next turn. And this was air elemental box, which is very good for him. And he will get few resources on the way here. And I guess he can TP back if he wants to, yes. And he can buy Magic University here and buy the air magic. Perfect play for Easy2. Meanwhile, Drusdon is fighting. Well, it would be a hard fight if he didn't have 200 goblins, but since he already has so many goblins, the only issue is that, oh, they get morals. The only issue is that the trolls are faster than his goblins, so they do some damage to him, but it's okay. And he leveled up to air magic. That's nice for him on level 4, and he got ogre box for Krelion. This gets useful. He's picking up the chest. Yeah, leveling up to interference, not useful right now. He has this how is it called, the lake near his conflux town, where he can end his turn and get plus 1000 moving points. We'll see if he can use it, but I guess not right now, since his priority is to replenish mana first and not to get bonus moving points. Okay, this is very easy for him. What's in this box? Another goblin box. Very good for him, because he's getting really high number right now. And he could maybe take the ore. Yes, he did it. He's thinking of Cyclops stockpile. That's not a good idea. I don't think so. The Cyclops would have speed priority over him, and he would lose all the goblins right there, or most of them, which is definitely not worth. So he's thinking whether the rocks alone could take the water elementals, but I guess not. And he will replenish the mana in conflux, and maybe when he's scared enough for the previous game, he will immediately buy Magic University. We'll see. So not enough wood, but next turn maybe he could trade some if he has at least one marketplace, which he doesn't, I guess. Easy2 already secured himself an ice elemental box. It's very nice for him, and he has 50 stormies, so excellent army and expert air magic. This is shaping up to be a great game for Easy2, as it was before, but right now even better. Everything is going according to plan. Too bad we didn't see the whole turn because I was focused on Drusdon, but you know, that's the situation when sim terms are activated. Oh, okay, so he has a marketplace, Drusdon, and he buys the School of Magic right now. I think he could even kill the Ghost Dragons, maybe. But wouldn't be worth it, I guess. They would kill too many of the goblins. So this is the easiest Dwarven Treasury. Not something we wanna see. And let's check out Easy2. 40 Pegasus, no losses. Okay, additional 90 spirits. This already is army that he could break with. But I guess he wants to take all the towns first. Or is he? He's checking additional boxes. Good choice, obviously. And maybe he's intentionally picking the the easiest boxes, because the easiest boxes has pixies and spirits, and that is what he wants. With mass slow, they become extremely good. So this is a very poorly placed dwelling, but Drusdon jumps there anyway, as he obviously feel the need to get all the dwellings for rocks, which is a good choice. And there is the fountain that can double his mana. So he could use this, but the question is if he could continue to the library. Not sure what his level is, but we will see. Okay, he can double his mana. He will do it next turn. For this turn he will kill the Medusa box. This is the easiest one, so not very good for him. He obviously wanted something stronger, but nothing he can do about it right now. Advanced Earth, good level up. So far, not looking so bad for Drusdon. At least he has Earth and Air magic. Okay, how is Easy2 doing? He has all the towns. He's exchanging some resources. It's quite low on gold. I guess he wanted to buy as most army as possible. He even left the ice elementals at home, and too bad he just skipped a turn. I mean, finished his turn. So we're back to Drusdon. But this fight is obviously easy to do, but it will take him some time. So maybe we should look back to Easy2. And he discovered a watchtower, which is very good because right now he sees all the breaks that are available, and I would say Pit Lord's one of the best available breaks for him, because he can even slow them down, and they have the lowest amount of HP while not being shooting units, so definitely doable for him as soon as he replenishes the mana. Okay, so he wants to buy Mage Guild, which he almost forgot, and it's going to be 1 to 5 break as Drusdon. That's very good. Maybe impressive even. 1-5 break. That is something. So Drusdon had level at least 10. I didn't catch what his level was, but he had enough to visit the library, and that's what he needed. He's exchanging the crystals because he haven't been able to build the rocks yet in his main town. I haven't noticed it. He was out of ore. That's unfortunate. So obviously no behemoths, but I guess he would be crazy if he would try to build behemoths on week 2 with Krelion against Drusdon. But he already got rid of all the crystals, and he doesn't have enough ore anyway, so okay, that was a bad DD, but I guess he couldn't know it. Let's check out Easy2 if he's breaking already. And this is oh, mistake. He didn't protect his storm elementals, but lost only 4, so that's fine. He got to the library, and I guess now he's going to break. Or he broke his webcam. And I guess he will still reach the town, so very good turn for him if he will manage to do it. He even split his sprits onto 2 stacks. That's very interesting. I wouldn't think of it. I would still leave them at 1 stack. But I guess it's fine. Oh my god, the calculations of Easy2 are just too good. So perfect. With expert bless. Oh my god, this is such a insane play by Easy2. Everything is working out so well, except for this one. That was a mistake, and he's laughing on the camera, so he knows it. And that was a big mistake. Minus 100 spirits that he was getting so carefully, and with just 1 mistake he lost 100. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. So it's not time to get cocky. He should really be careful at all times. But he breaks at 1-5, having a library, having everything basically what he needs. And he still haven't been using his ice elementals. He just doesn't need them. So let's check out Drusdon, and he's missing something like his army. The Utopia is cleared though, so that's not something I like. He got Golden Goose and Book of Water, and maybe some, and Gladius, so that was quite big Utopia. 3 relics. Well, I don't like that early Utopia, to be honest. I know I'm not on the level of Drusdon, but how did it help him? He got a lot of gold. He got Goose, but he cannot spend the gold. He cannot build behemoths, I guess. No crystals, no ore. Or maybe if he starts to trade all the gold for it, then yeah. But he didn't pick the dwellings anyway, so what is he planning to use them? He lost all the birds. The fact that he lost the goblins is fine, I guess, but the birds, with just 60 ogres, he can't even break. Water Tome does nothing for him. The gold is useless at this point. The only thing he got is Gladius, but he didn't really need it so much, so that was a bad decision, in my opinion. And it's looking terrible for him right now. Easy2 is going for mid, obviously, but in the meantime he didn't skip some eco buildings like Cyclops stockpile. Okay, one morale could ruin the pixie stack, don't forget, but no morals there. And interesting, he skipped the archery. He leveled up to fire magic, which is, I guess, not something he wanted, and skipped the archery. So is he waiting for something better than archery? Offense? But what is he planning to do? With Inferno mid, I guess offense is the way. No archery. Doesn't want to play the elementals game. I guess that's because he didn't flag many multi-elemental dwellings. I guess just one. So it makes sense. It's, I guess, better to invest in the future, and that means having offense and Inferno units. But he's no way he's guaranteed to get offense. He might get even something worse like tactics. Okay, so he got one devil. He's skipping the additional Ifrit dwellings. He's low on mana. He needs to get to the midtown this turn, because he wouldn't be able to play correctly his next turn if he didn't get it. So yeah, he checked it and he knows he can do it. And there is Air Tome, excellent. So 1 to 7 already in mid, having Air Tome, well, he already has one, so my bad. He already has the casting. I guess this game looks almost done. And with Drusdon losing all his army except ogres, there's not much he can do. I don't think he can do much. I really think the best thing he could do is to just exchange all his gold for ore and crystals and try to build some behemoths. Because what is he doing right now? He's getting the boxes, he's getting few wolves. How does it help him in the long run? It doesn't. He needs to level up his air magic. That's not his fault, obviously. He did his best to get the magic. He even bought the magic university, unlike the game before. And there it is. So he can use one more DD. He didn't even get all the dwellings to the birds. So the next day is third week and his army won't get much better than this. Okay, losing some wolves that he just got. Not a good sight. I guess the water tome is at least doing something. He could cast Ice Bolt on 4 spell power. And he get 15 rocks on the box, so that's something. That is something, actually. How many did he lost? He lost like 15, right? I mean, usable power stack would be like 25, and he could get that. Double Citadel with 4 dwellings. Oh, he's chosen to upgrade rather. But I guess the Citadel would add him only 1 bird, so more speed is more important than +1 bird. So it's like he can take it this way. If he didn't have the bird box, which is not guaranteed, he would have -15 birds. But in this way, he got the box, but he lost them in Utopia, so it's like 50-50, I guess. So yeah, he will buy out his army and break on the next turn, which is actually fast enough, but not fast enough for Easy2, who is playing like a madman, really. Excellent game by Easy2. Not sure why he killed the Hydras when he don't want 2 air books. Didn't even visit the Colosseum. He's skipping the library even, but it will be there for later, so no need to take it right now. Maybe he just wants to go to the south town, to the mid. Okay, nice Keyclub stockpile using Must Bless and double stack of spirits, so yeah. Easy2 already has a lot of mana, so no need to be saving, and even his damage is so good, so nice, so high. No losses, actually no losses. Skipping the artifacts and additional library. So he scouted 2 of the 3 libraries. Is he rushing his opponent? Maybe, because he should. I think he should. Okay, let's switch a point of view. So Drusdon, 19 birds. He didn't buy the birds from his bunker, I guess. And there are 3 bird dwellings. Oh my god, he had only 2 dwellings. No, there are 4. He had only 1 dwelling bird, and all of them were at this side. That is unlucky, I would say. And the breaks are not very forgiving either. Aspects, those are too strong. I would rather go for the crystal dragons. But 4 bird dwellings, oh my god. This is really bad. That's why he don't have the numbers. This is quite unfortunate. So he can use the dimension door for the break. He goes for the crystal dragons, and there were hydras also. Clone on the ogres, okay. Oh, that's fine. That's a good morale. Okay, lost 2 birds. I guess at this point it doesn't matter. Next turn he could get the town, and he even has enough mana to play the next day correctly, but correctly. He has enough mana for the traveling spells, but he doesn't have enough mana for the fights. And he doesn't have enough army for the fights either, so we'll see what he's able to kill. But Easy2 is coming right now, as he should. Can he even reach him? That's the question. Maybe the more important question is, sim turns were up to 1 to 7, so Drusdon, if he wanted, he could already check the round before that he might be reachable if he stay where he stayed. But at this point, would he even care? Would he change something? And look, Easy2 is trying to save mana, but I don't think that's a good decision, because right now the devils are upon him, and oh, okay, it was a good decision. He lost few spirits, that's fine, but played it out just perfectly. Oh my god. And it was a devil box. Excellent. That was such a good play, I have to say. I would cast 1 chain, I guess, if I were Easy2, but he has just managed to do it without it. So he can still attack at 1-3-2. Okay. GG. He gets interference, 16 spell power. Drusdon is saying at least he was allowed to break. Yes, he was allowed to break. He was also allowed to kill a utopia and get a lot of gold. He will die with 80,000 gold. But we have to say it was just very well played by Easy2, but also it was a good map. It wasn't just the player, it was actually the map. From the start, when he paid so much for the Grindon, but still he was able to keep the gold mine join, which were the spirits, which are just too cheap. So from this beginning up to everything he needed, basically. But that's the way Grindon is. Grindon is just too good, and actually it's a good decision to remove him from the next version. Okay, just clone the ogre. Just clone him, man. Okay, GG. So quick second game, and my question is, will we see more than 3 games? Drusdon looks a little bit sad though. I mean, who wouldn't be sad, but he shouldn't be. I mean, it's the way the game goes with Grindon. It's just, he's too good, and maybe if few things on the map would change, the game could look different. But the Drusdon having the 4 bird dwellings on the opposite side, that he wasn't able to scout them in time, nor even flag them in time. He has chosen to go to the Utopia, I think maybe too early, but on the other hand, if he didn't go to the Utopia, he would have more army, but still he would lose to the exact same rush. Because breaking Esquelion at 1-3-1, it's actually an excellent result. Excellent. But wasn't enough. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done it. So thanks for the chat. Someone told me he paid 5,000 for the conflux and 2,000 for the color. So he actually started at minus 7,000 and he was still able to get the goldman join. This is well, lucky. What is the chance that he gets spirits on the gold mine? What is the chance? Well, there are the possibilities like spirits, air elementals, storm, water, and fire, like 5. So 20%, you have 1 restart. So can you really double the chances? But you might restart for additional reasons, not just the gold mine join. You will be happy to skip the join. It doesn't matter that much, but it helped him. Since his power stack were spirits from the beginning to the end, then obviously plus 60 spirits or 70 will help. It will help him every turn and every fight, so it just does count. It's interesting that up to the final battle, he wasn't using his ice elementals. It's like, it's a good box to get ice elementals, but he just said, no, they would slow me down. They have only 6 speed. I need 8. And with must slow, he just didn't need them. So Easy2 is back, but Drusdon is not. I guess few more minutes. Yeah, 5,000 for town, but since it's conflicts with Grindon over stronghold, then yeah, I would pay it. So both players are online, and will we see a last game of these grand finals? Because so far it seemed a little bit one-sided. Well, the first game was close, I guess. Okay, they should ban the towns, and don't forget Easy2 could decide before each map if he wants to play the standard rules or the loser bracket rules. And loser bracket rules means there are free hero bans available. But I guess he forgot, because they're not even talking about it, so they're just playing the standard, which is fine. If Easy2 wants to play standard, he can. And it was Necropolis versus Dungeon, and Drusdon vetoed Necropolis. That's minus 500. And actually, there's a funny situation, because if they were playing all 5 games, and every time they have to ban the towns that were already played, then there wouldn't be enough towns to play if he banned Necropolis. Eventually they would get to every town. But I have the feeling this will be a last game. Easy2 is just rocking in his chair. I think he's going to destroy his camera again. Jesus. Okay. So 3100. Drusdon accepts. It's castle against rampart, so obviously castle is the better. But Rampy can actually rush pretty good against castle. 2000 for color. Drusdon accepts again. So Easy2 secured for himself a red color, so the rush is a little bit harder for the blue player. Red gets something like 1 extra day. You can think about it as 1 extra day to defend or attack. So it would be minus 5000, which is a little bit too much, but actually since Drusdon banned Necropolis, it's only minus 4600, which is playable for castle, which is actually very much okay. But in this setup, it gets a little bit harder, because I feel like if you play with such a low amount of gold, you need to get the gold mine on the first day. But he wasn't able to do it because the gold mine is above his castle and it's way too far. So he's accepting though, but he will have enough. The pigments are cheap, so it's actually a better choice, I guess, than maybe archers, because it might happen that he wouldn't be able to afford the archers, and that would be, he would be sad about it. Right now he has almost 100 pikemen. That's a very good army for him, and basically the only thing he wasn't able to do is build a town, this thing that will earn him money. Town center? No, that's Age of Empires, right? You know what it is. Okay, so he skips the wood mine and he gets it right away on the surface. So that's actually quite lucky, and he was able to get into his main town on the 4th day. This is insane. What a speed. And he leveled up to basic logistics. That's insane. That's insane. And I'm going to skip to Drusdon. I almost forgot. I should change the views sometimes. So Drusdon got centaurs as Goldman join. That is quite okay, I would say. It's better than dwarves, obviously, and it's better than upgraded centaurs. Not as good as elves, but you know, nothing you can do. And he left his bunker on the 4th day, I guess. This is like more the standard timing. He got the corner town, that's fine. He's not staying there because his mana is already full, so that's a decent speed. He's able to cast a dimension door at the end of the turn, as he should. So at the 4th day, and he reached quite far. But Easy2 is just doing bombs, playing bombs. He's thinking of killing the orc chieftains, or no, those are just orcs. He would need to leave the archers at home, I guess, and he would need to use the teleport, which he could. First, he's going to take the +2/+2. Not so important RT. I'm kind of surprised he has chosen to do it, because it costed him a lot of movement, I would say, just to get +2/+2. But yeah, fine. Okay, this is gonna be hard, but obviously doable. With 100 pikemen, he just needs to split the dwarves. They have +1 speed on the grass, so he will do it. It will just take some time. Let's check out Drusdon. And he just finished the turn. So yeah, he arrived at his town on the 5th day. I guess nothing he could complain about at this point. And Easy2 is losing archers. This is not something he wanted. And he also lost a lot of pikemen. This is not a good fight for him at all. The archer like couldn't get away. Oh, those losses. He leveled up to earth. That's positive, I guess. He didn't even take the Mercury, which he definitely should take, because he will need it to buy angels. Especially, you can get crystals from dwarven treasuries, you can get gems, but the Mercury, he shouldn't skip it. But it was clear that he was annoyed by the fight that wasn't going according to his plan. So let's check out Drusdon. His army basically same as in the beginning, except that he bought 7 elves at the town he just picked. Okay, Garks, sure. Unicorn dwelling, I don't suppose he's going to take that. I mean, flag that. Sharpshooters, also not something he would be interested in. Fire elementals and +2/+2, very good RT. He could even use the level 4 shrine if he has advanced wisdom, but the fire elementals would give him some trouble. He doesn't have enough elves to comfortably shoot them all down. He will lose some centers, but that's fine. I was maybe afraid they're going to be a little bit more, but the value of the shrine, well, it's something, but not that insane. Okay, very good usage of the 1 center. Let's check out Drusdon. Oh, and this is shaping up as to be a GG. It's going to be 3-1. This is not a fight he could take, I believe. So he thought he could kill a horde of orcs with only 50 pikemen and few archers, and there actually is almost 100. So this is it. This is the end. Okay, that's done. It is done. Oh no, he's going to continue in the game. Don't forget that in this version you can actually escape from surrender, I mean, or escape, surrender, run away from the neutrals, so you can continue in the game, but I don't know, it will slow him down so much. I guess it's playable, right? I completely forgot that he doesn't need a GG, that he could just play it out. I completely forgot about it, and the fact is he lost like 50 pikemen. That's okay. There haven't been many archers left, like up to 10. So that's not much. These losses weren't so high actually. And he could get there later, right? And finish the orcs. And it's going to be a big box. Like crusaders at least, or maybe even monks. Okay. It was griffins. Wow. So he lost 2 swordsmen doing it. Which is fine, I guess. And he got only griffins. Well, it's a good thing that I'm not playing the finals, because I would really expect crusaders. With almost 100 orcs? Well, I guess not. So he got himself some gold, right? Some resources. The skill tree is fine. He scouted Portal of Glory. That is also very useful. But he just needs the army. Like if we consider he started with 100 pikemen. And he has almost 0, just the 14 he just bought. That's not a good sight. There are few boxes, but he cannot take them. Like enchanters, cyclop kings, definitely too hard for him right now. Okay, he lost a swordsman. I guess not something he wanted. Advanced Earth, good level up. Will he get to the conflux? Will he take the resources on the way? Drenoid soldier, but along with cavalry external dwelling, not something he can take. No scouting means no scouting, right? You just don't see what's around you. And I think he should have split his army. Like, he's not saving that much time by not making 1 stacks. He should have made 1 stacks. Like, he saves like, what, 1 second and lost army for it. Not a good decision, I would say. So, Drusdon, are you buying a School of Magic or not? It's a good thing for Drusdon that he sees he has the eye of the opponent's base. Okay, he bought a School of Magic and he has Air Magic and Earth. That's good. I'm sure he won't be skipping School of Magic anytime soon after the first game. That was just too painful for him. And what now? His army still the same, I would say. This is still the same army he had from the beginning. So no box, or did he lose something? Or did he get a few centers and lost them? It doesn't seem like it. Okay, Advanced Earth, that's very nice. Maybe he could shoot down the ogre mages, but he cannot kill the library yet, I think. And Easy2 arrived at the conflux, and from his 25 griffins there are only 8 left. I don't think this game will work out for him. I don't think he will, and he doesn't think either. Look at his face. He's just holding his head in his hands, and he knows this is a bad game for him. But he will still play it out. Okay, Drusdon will get himself a nice box, but will it be an elf box? This is a level 4 and it's 26, so it might be elf box, right? If this was unupgraded orcs, I would doubt it, but I'm pretty sure it would be elf box, and that's the reason why he is there, right? It's got to be. He needs to skip logs. Oh, it's even Pegasi. I guess he would prefer the elves actually, but silver Pegasi, I mean. That's good, that's good. Gold golems, 28, same situation, but this won't be Pegasi. This got to be elves, right? That's level 4. There's 2 more, but it's weaker than ogre magi. He needed to skip logs because he wants to level up his air magic first, obviously. Okay, what is it? What is it? Show me. It's elves, right? And 40 unupgraded, way better than 25 upgraded. So very good army. In just one turn, he gets, I mean, the speed. He could always sleep in town with silver Pegasi, which will give him the maximum amount of speed. And he has a high amount of elves. He can do something right now. And Easy2, the only thing he got himself is, I guess, another griffin box. Well, I mean, he should just give up. This is waste of his time, I think. And maybe he likes to play games like this, but I personally would like to keep my head clear in the tournament and just, you know, leave it. This hasn't been working out. Like, this game is done. Okay, I'm still leading 2-1. Let's go to the next game. But I'm not Easy2, right? Oh, another 6 griffins, and this is only pikemen. But there has been an item, quite good item. He jumped without seeing it before. This is just, he needs to risk a little bit. He needs to just jump in the blank, in the dark spaces. Hopefully he could get something. But I don't think that was it. That wasn't it. So his day is over. Let's check out Drusdon. So he got to the castle, which is important for him because he wants to obviously build stables, but he needs to replenish his mana first. Good thing that he had mana well in the bunker, quite close to the town. And he got himself another Pegasi box, which is very good. Maybe not so good that this time it was they were unupgraded. So he would like to build them and upgrade them so he can make 1 stack from them. Dwarf box, well, I guess he wasn't happy about it. The Nyx, those Nyx would be a good break. But he would need a lot of mana to do it. Not sure if he can do it right now, but he will try. And 1-5 break is very impressive. If he can do it, that's very impressive. That's definitely the best game out of Drusdon we have seen today or in a while. It's not even about the luck, because he didn't try to luck out his skill tree. For example, he carefully built his school of magic. He didn't get any lucky boxes in the early, but in the end it worked out very nicely. And the clone, yeah, I see, the clone is doing miracles for him. That's why he wasn't afraid of doing it. The clone is such a good choice of spell. Okay, look at this. Excellent break. 1-5 break, 50 centers down. He leveled up his logistics and he can TP back. Obviously he would like to break on the road so he could continue to the town in treasures zone, but can't ask for everything, right? Let's check out Easy2. Easy2 is brushing his hair. That's probably the only thing he has left right now. Unlike me, of course. I'm not in the finals, nor do I have hair. So I think I was wondering, he should have TP the pikeman to the first stack, and he could actually block 2 stacks of orcs with 1 stack of pikemen if they switched turns correctly. The good thing is he eventually found marksman box, right? Because he has 40. I don't think he bought them, but I cannot be sure since we are not able to watch both players so closely when sim turns are activated. But he has some army at least. He has the angel dwelling, that's fine. Scouting, very, very useful for him. He would actually like to get it earlier. And he has air magic also. I wonder if he bought it or leveled it up. But and fair dragons are actually quite a good break for him. I mean, not right now, but later. They would definitely cast a few spells on the marksman, so he will lose some shooters, right? But the point is if he can break even, because the army is so small that Fair Dragons has the lowest amount of HP. There are 3, and each of them has 500, so it's 1500. Okay, let's check out Drusdon. And he easily took the town in the treasury as expected. And he's not continuing to the mid. And that's weird for me. But I guess he spent some mana on the fights because he was very low on mana. He had only 30 out of 150. So he needed to go back. And Easy2 actually got another archer or marksman box, and suddenly his shooting stack looks very good, and right now he doesn't need to break something like Fair Dragons and risk losing his units. And look at this, he even got the second Portal of Glory. This is very good, but can he build the angels on the week 2, or did he already build them? So he took the town, didn't take the Nagabank, and I'm not sure if he built. We will see later. And Drusdon just is taking his additional town, which is interesting. I would expect him with such a speedy break to rush the mid as soon as possible, especially against Castle. But looks like he's taking his time. Okay, good force field against morals, and moral did happen. Prepared water, okay, got himself an item. Mid is stronghold again. Maybe he doesn't need to be rushing. Maybe if he just builds Cyclops Behemoth stack, it will be enough to kill the Archangels. Okay, Easy2. What was in the box? Crusaders or an additional Griffin box? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he had the Crusaders, but I guess he didn't. So I would assume the Enchanters were guarding a Crusader box. And looks like second weakest Nagabank. Not something he would prefer. I'm sure he would prefer a lot more gold. And what is there? Phoenix Break, Utopia down, another box with the Ring of Life, that's nice. Upgraded Nyx as a break. Will he be able to shoot them down with 150 marksmen? Not sure. Maybe he will show us. Okay, he has archery, so I guess yeah, he will be able to shoot them down. Interesting choice. Well, I guess it hasn't been voluntarily. I guess nobody chooses archery with Adelaide. But there are worse things that can happen, like fire magic or tactics. But that's debatable. Sometimes tactics can be even better than archery, especially when there is not enough ranged units. But with Stronghold mid, he can use it for Cyclops, I guess. So I'm still not sure if he even built the angels on the second week. I would assume not. But if he did, then he still has a great game, even though he crashed himself over the neutrals on week 1 or where it was. Okay, Drusdon didn't make 1 stacks. That is something he might regret eventually. He saved like 1 second. But I guess it's fine. With force field it's completely fine. Morals even, okay. Okay, archery also. But definitely better for Aenin with elves and Cyclops. Actually maybe preferable. Oh, this is a bad situation. 14 giants and 5 of them are titans. That's not something you want. And just for the playing of Dying Light, which is not the ideal artifact you want. If you want to rush the castle player, or even the castle player doesn't care so much about spell power if he can clone his archangels. You don't need spell power for that. So I understand why he wanted this, because it was on the way, but it won't help him on any neutral fight. And it won't help him that much in the final fight. And he lost some elves for it, but not so much, I guess. So library, that's way better than Plate of Dying Light. Again, no 1 stacks. Again, there is a problem because the Griffins are able to reach, but only a few dwarfs. But still, you would like to keep the dwarfs, I guess. He got himself sandals, nice. Hopefully no socks. Okay, so Easy2. It's second day of the 3rd week. He got 2 pikeman boxes, not the best. But as expected, good ranged stack, yeah. He's gathering resources from Cyclops stockpile at this point of the game. Actually, his strongest stack is Griffins, which is insane, but okay. Can he kill Utopia with this? If he leaves the marksman at home, Can he just go with pikemen, griffins? Well, the dragons would focus his angels. That's the problem. And if he leaves the angels at home, then no. Then he couldn't kill the Utopia with Adelaide, no. Okay, Zealot box is good, especially when he has archery, and he will get library. Water. He needs water, so yeah. Okay, show us. Didn't build the angels, right? I mean, it was not possible in this kind of game to build angels on week 2. So, not a good game for Easy2, definitely not. But he's continuing. He will be able to break. He maybe could get lucky with something in the treasury zone. Maybe he will find some behemoth boxes. We'll see. So Drusdon skipped airbook again. But this time no Easy2 in reach, so it's fine. He could get there later, but it's such an inconvenient position that I don't think he will get this one. He will try to find it somewhere else. Okay. What else is there? He's checking the black market. Obviously nothing good in there. He doesn't have the gold either, so it was just like for the future reference if there is like piece of elixir or something. Skipping the artist though, interesting. I guess he already got some, and he's not planning to get ogre fisted since there were 2 pieces of ogre fist. Okay, what right now? Oh, another air dome, but heavily guarded. Can't afford to take this one with Cyclop Kings. No. Let's look at Easy2, who just got 500 rubles. Okay, so is he going to break right now? Upgraded unicorns, I guess they'll have... Oh! He jumped over the break, which is violation of the rules, but it was only one point, 1 inch, and he got immediately back, so I guess it's okay. And I was wondering why he left the zealots and other army at home, but he was just planning to abuse the force field the same way Rampart player does, so it's okay. He has enough mana, and I guess this is the safer option. He will just kill it with no losses. Okay, Power Ledge is guarding Sword of Judgment. Cannot take it. Naga box. Lot of nagas. That could be something, but there are like what, 2 additional artifacts and a mansion, so that always counts for something. And he's running out of time. Oh, he should have just quick combat. Oh, too bad. This will make his next turn not so good. Okay, it's Drusdon's turn, and he didn't look happy, but he should be happy. Because so far he's winning this game, he doesn't even know it. But who would think that your opponent hasn't been able to build angels on week 2? So maybe he's sad about the double air tome. This is easy neutral, so nothing good will come out of it. They were just in the way. Will he take the artist? No. Oh, library. Nice. That will help him a lot. That's the second library, right? That's a little bit lucky, I would say. 2 libraries on the way, in such early stage. Though this Hydra box is looking very good, but only 10 to 19 Hydras, so not that good. But it's going to be almost for free. It's interesting how he uses the clone instead of force field, but I guess he wants to protect the ogress anyway, so yeah. It was rocks, which is actually pretty good to get a decent stack of rocks. And what is even better than that, there is Sword of Judgment behind the ancient behemoths and the necklace. So he will immediately bump his stats almost up to 8. And he will be missing only the casting. And look at this. This Naga box was actually ancient behemoth box. That is insane. That is insane. He went there just with marksman and 2 angels. And he found the strongest box guarded by the, I would say, the weakest units. That he was able to take it just with force field and shooters. So that was pretty good for him. And right now with 4 behemoths and the griffins and the other units, he's able to take the Utopia even. And he just scouted a little bit and he went back. So yeah, last turn he ran out of time, so this turn was pretty bad for him. Because he scouted Lion Shield right there and he would definitely won it. Dread Knights, okay. He sacrificed a few ogres for it. That's fine. Now a few Pegasi, that's okay. And he has the blanket necklace. He already had the dragon necklace, but at least this will give him +3/+3 to attack and defense. And obviously this is way more important, Sword of Judgment. And oh, I guess he shouldn't protect his clone, because the ancient behemoths would just kill the clone, which is fine. Yeah, stats are looking pretty good, and he could get at least Earth Tome and even Orb if he wants to. But he doesn't have enough mana. Can he get enough mana? If he just goes home, no, the mana well is too far. I mean, it's not too far, but he doesn't have enough moving points, I guess, to make it count. So he will TP back. He will build a mage guild there. He just replenished his units. He has some army, but it's more about the hero and casting. And can he attack just with Earth Dome? Well, he should, but it's 1-3-5, and it's not at this point. Usually even the castle players have enough defense. But he doesn't know what we know, and what Easy2 know, that this is not a good game for the castle player. Okay, so Utopia, here we go. Now it gets decided, I guess, if this is a good Utopia, if Easy2 has a chance, or even if he wins or not. He will sacrifice these halberdiers This is fine. The dragons even kill themselves. Yeah, one ancient behemoth down. That's not the best. Okay, this is it. Sword of Judgment and casting. Basically, the two best artifacts he could get is Earth Tome and Sword of Judgment. And the third, okay, it's Earth Tome. So, like, what do you want? So this is interesting. I was calling him out. I was saying he should leave the game, and looks like he's going to win anyway. Well, my bad. Look, he even has the water. And he hides the Sword of Judgment. That's... Wow. What a good call to hide the Sword of Judgment. He deprived himself of 50 mana. But damn, what a play. But Drusdon is not falling for it, right? Why is he not rushing? He's not happy with just having Earth Tome. He's going back for the air. So he will have also Earth and Air, but the stats will be similar. But at this point, the army of the castle player might be even better, even without the angels. He still have some ancient behemoths. The elf clone is really paying off so much. I wasn't aware that this is such a good cast. I'm happy that I'm learning something. So what right now? Right now he will take the Earth, I guess, or do something else. He has a lot of mana, so he can continue down the road. I mean, across the hills, it's better to say. Will he clone? No. If the Hydras got morals, that would be pretty bad. He could even get the plus 15% of the archery, which... Why did he skip it? It's just one moving point. I mean, 100 moving points, one step. One step for Drusdon and leap for the mankind. Just take the artifact, man. Okay, so Easy2 is preparing to defend. And he's going to take the lion shield, I guess, which... damn, and then he will hide his hero to hide his stats. What an insane play. Okay, 6 archangels, but with those spells, it's not an issue. Okay, he sacrificed few zealots. That wasn't necessary, I guess. But even the ogres are fine, because they have a lot of HP, though 30 ogres. That's fine box for him. But I was thinking he was going to take the lion shield, why not? Oh, he'd rather take the plus 10. Well, what is better, plus 10 or lion shield gives you plus 16? But I guess the summons and some of the army, so yeah, I guess both choices would be fine. Okay, so right now I think he needs to hide his hero, equip the artist, and he has 30 spell power. He built a castle, so there's going to be towers in play, and those towers will do quite a damage to the Grand Elves. And Drusdon maybe feels he has a chance, because he sees only 2 angels, and he's like, okay, what's happening? Why only 2 angels? But he's not going to fight right now. First, he's going to take the orb of air and orb of earth. That is... Interesting decision. I mean, a good one, I guess. Because if he attacks right now, he would lose. We know it, but he doesn't know it. And how did he sense that it wouldn't be a good idea to attack? I wonder. Well, if he has the orbs and his opponent doesn't, does it a little bit equals the... Does it equal the spell power? And don't forget he has the Plate of Dying Light, right? So actually he has stronger casting right now. It's 30 and it gets reduced for like 6, 7, maybe 8 if it rounds up. So it's going to be like 22, but with no orbs against 2 orbs. And that is very dangerous, actually. I mean, that's doable for Drusdon. Because first Easy2 will need to protect. And that's the question, if he protects or if he attacks. I mean, if he protects or if he casts a spell. But he needs to assume his opponent has orb. You always need to assume the worst possibility. And since Drusdon gave him some time, then he got himself additional items, and that's he got the Lion Shield and the Dragon Crown. That is too much right now. So, I mean, there was actually no chance for Drusdon after the Utopia of Easy2. The Utopia decided it. The Utopia was too good. And if Drusdon has attacked 1 round earlier, he would lose. And if he attacks right now, he will lose also. So that's like, what are his options? Actually, his best option is not to attack. But he doesn't realize, I guess, that Easy2 does not have a build, that Easy2 has no angels. But maybe he should realize, because he clearly saw that there are only 2 angels. So he should just get back, because at least he forced his opponent not to build angels, right? Because Easy2 didn't get any artifacts. He didn't get any resources, he got artifacts. But he's going to attack, and that's bad. Because he doesn't know about the stats. And right now he sees it. Look at his face. No, he doesn't show any emotions. Okay. So he can do 1,500. And he does it right away. He has the speed initiative. He has a lot of mana, so actually, yeah. Look at Easy2. His chain is even weaker because he doesn't have the orb. So, okay. So that's interesting. Actually, Drusdon is still probably winning. Well, they exchanged chain, but isn't it better for the Drusdon? Because Drusdon has a lot more mana, has battle dwarfs who can resist, and has speed initiative, so he will start next round, and he can cast another chain, which he probably will to Griffins. And what is there left for Easy2? Like nothing. Easy2, if he protects air, no, Easy2 would have to kill the Pegasi to get speed initiative. Okay, so that was his plan. That's quite good. He used the fast units to get to the Pegasi, so Drusdon is not able to chain the fast units. If he chains like what? If he chains like anything that's behind the walls, he would lose the speed initiative for the next round. And he obviously doesn't want to chain himself. And he doesn't want to protect, since he, I guess, wants to play on the dwarf resistance. And right now it's... Oh... that was very smart. I like that a lot. He protects, but he doesn't know that there are strong meteorites. Easy2 thinks he just gained a speed priority by killing the silver Pegasi and protecting from air. But Drusdon can still kill a lot of units with meteorites. Or he can get initiative by hypnotizing the angel. That's interesting. I mean, too bad the angel stands in the river, or what is it, in the... I don't know how to call it. So the angel starts, and he can cast. But what is he casting? He waited in the river, but doesn't it kill the angel eventually? You shouldn't be waiting here. I mean, he can do it for one turn, but not for more. That's interesting. Easy2, if he dispels, he will dispel his protection. If he dispels his protection, he will start the next round, and he could try to chain the dwarfs, which will give him like 60% chance of winning, maybe. The dwarf resisted, right? Because the chain bounced elsewhere. Okay, that's pretty good for Drusdon. And right now another round starts, and summon. 22 spell power against 28, so but no orb. So can he kill these summons or not? Yes, he can. And the dwarves didn't resist, but there are a lot of them left. Is this the winning strategy of Drusdon? Just summoning every round and winning on mana? Because it can be. Okay, the Crusaders are going out. The towers are doing their job, actually. Another summon. I wonder if it's better for him to... No. To just dispel and get the speed initiative with the angel and chain the next round, but he would have to have lethal. He would have to kill the dwarfs, which he won't be able to do it. Oh, the towers have won the game, actually, I think. Damn, I'm happy I said that a while ago, that the towers were actually doing a quite amount of damage, and he will be able to win. Oh my god, it's GG. Really, the towers have won the game. What an insane game. So Easy2, he destroyed himself on the creep. He attacked almost 100 orcs with 50 pikemen and few archers. He retreated. He continued the game. He was unable to build angels. And yet he won the game. Just one utopia saved him. One utopia gave him the best RTs. He found another one, and even 1-5 break from Rampart wasn't enough. I wonder if Drusdon could be faster. Like, he got both of the treasure zone towns at his side, which costed him 1 day. Definitely, that wasn't necessary. After he got one town, he should have gone just to the middle. He would saved one day. Then he got back for the orbs. That's fine. Well, it is what it is. So the finals are over. It's 3-0, and thank you for everybody who was watching. I didn't know that someone else was also streaming these finals, because I was talking to the players, and the point was that I should be streaming the finals, since it was sort of my tournament. I mean, I co-organized it, but I've got the sponsor and so on. So I think most of players watched someone else for stream, but that's fine. I'm happy I tried casting in English for once, but my every other cast will be in Czech language. This is way more convenient for me. Tak. So I'm mentally switching from English to Czech, so I'm going to say bye-bye to all the non-Czech viewers, if there are any. A dobrý den a dobrou noc všem Čechům, kteří jste přežili můj anglický komentář. Jak jsem říkal, chtěl jsem si to jednou vyzkoušet a domluvil jsem se s hráčima, že to budu castit. Nevěděl jsem, že bude castit ještě někdo další. Kdybych to věděl, tak bych asi do toho nešel. Ale stalo se. Naštěstí to bylo rychlé, protože bych tady nechtěl být další 2 hodiny. Takže díky, že jste se dívali. Určitě všechny další streamy budou česky. Doufám, že podobný turnaj se podaří zopakovat ještě někdy. Záleží to teda na sponzorovi, Radimovi, kterému moc děkujeme za 300 €, které jsme rozdělili do top 8, a já jsem byl taky v top 8, což beru za, právě to jsem si stanovil jako metu, být v top 8, a skutečně jsem byl 8, nebo 7 až 8, což myslím, že v té konkurenci pár lepších hráčů, prokazatelně lepších hráčů skončilo za mnou. Takže to beru jako úspěch a budu se těšit na další příležitost. A vidím, že tady David Lála je tady. Davidovi děkuju za donaty, protože myslím si, že v tomto bodě je to asi člověk, který nejvíc přispěl, a já si toho moc vážím. A díky lidem, kteří podporujou, tak dělám dál tuhle tvorbu. Ne, že by to bylo o penězích, není to o penězích. Já chodím do práce, ale možná protože chodím do práce a mám 2 děti, tak bych si asi našel nějakou jinou zábavu třeba, nebo bych to nějak víc střídal, určitě bych konzistentně nedělal videa a tak dál. Vím, že i dlouho nebyl stream, byl jsem nemocný, děti byly nemocné a všechno tak dál, určitě budou nějaké další streamy, normálně v češtině, normální ledr, ale myslím si, že v následujících dnech vyjde P verze, porno verze Duelu, takže bude v nové verzi až. Dobrá, díky i Čechům, že jste se dívali, a zase někdy příště.